हेलो एंड गुड आफ्टरनून गाइस। रेडियो जिंदगी पर आप पहुंचे हैं, जुड़े हैं हमारे साथ। ठीक 3:40 हो चुके हैं घड़ी में। फ्राइडे की है शाम एंड एज यू नो whenever you are ready to wrap up the week, रेडियो जिंदगी brings a special guest on air, उषा जी, जिनसे आप कर सकते हैं अपने दिल की बात, जिनसे पूछ सकते हैं आप कोई भी सवाल अपने बारे में, अपने किसी लव्ड वन के बारे में, जो भी कंफ्यूजन है आपके दिमाग में, जहां सोल्यूशंस चाहते हैं, be it relationship related or money matters, or if you're looking for some job advancement and you would like to know when is the time going to be for you, do reach out to Usha ji directly, 925-827-2033. That's the direct number जहां आप उषा जी को कॉल कर सकते हैं और जो भी आपके मन में है वो बात कर सकते हैं. One on one you can meet her in person or Zoom or phone call, whatever the way suits both of you. उषा जी जो कि एक स्पिरिचुअल एडवाइजर हैं, साइकिक हैं, शी इज अ हीलर. She also possesses clairvoyant powers. It right here in the Bay Area. So do get benefited with all the abilities she has. And if you have any question for somebody else, do give your name and age as well when you call us. The number to studio line is 510-770-1550. Hello and welcome, Usha ji. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and it's already the third week of November. And we're coming into 2026 on a speed rail, bullet train.
Yes.
फटाफट ये 5 हफ्ते गुजर जाएंगे, right? So, to all of you, I wish you all a wonderful week, and next week is Thanksgiving. So, absolutely wishing you all a very happy Thanksgiving with your family, your loved ones, and I hope you have a great time. And if you're shoppers, Black Friday deals will be happening. But while you are shopping for your own groceries for that big special family meal, please pick up a few groceries and drop them in the bins. At the most grocery stores have the bins. If they don't, the fire station is accepting unwrapped toys, brand new toys for Tots, food items, something that will not spoil really quickly. I have a client and she's going and buying a whole bunch of turkeys and donating them to the food bank. So whatever you're up to, whatever you feel like doing, so please do think of those in need. And especially right now, we have a lot more people who are not going to be having a really strong holiday because they will not be able to afford all that. So please think with your heart and pick up a few cans of unperishable goods and drop them off. So it's not, and if you have a lot, do a lot. Absolutely. And Meals on Wheels is looking for help, and the White Pony Express is looking for help, because these are all, and all the food banks for every county is really going to be short this year. So let's help them.
Ji, Usha ji, we have a caller waiting.
We have a caller. Let's take the caller.
Hello, you're on air with Usha ji. Thanks for holding.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, beta. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon, Usha दीदी. Happy Thanksgiving in advance. मैं भगवती बोल रही हूँ.
नमस्ते बेटा, कैसे हो आप?
नमस्ते, मैं ठीक हूँ, अच्छी हूँ.
फर्स्ट क्लास. फैमिली कैसी है?
मैं फैमिली बहुत बढ़िया है. मेरा क्वेश्चन ग्रैंड डॉटर के लिए है. She's 8 years old and her name is Leela.
Leela, I think we've talked about that before. क्या सवाल है?
आपने ब्लेस मुझे अभी वो लाइक लास्ट 2 मंथ से वो हमने डॉक्टर को भी बताया, वो आईब्रो और लाइक आईलेस का हेयर निकाल देती है. तो हमने डॉक्टर को भी बताया. तो मैं जस्ट क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहती हूँ कि रीजन मीन्स क्या है.
काफी स्ट्रेस है तो, और अभी उसकी एक आदत सी बन गई है करते करते. पहले थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेस था उसके ऊपर. तो मैं ये देखती हूँ कि 8 साल की बच्ची, उसको इतना स्ट्रेस क्यों फील हो रहा है. तो घर पे कौन संभाल रहा है उसको?
अभी तो मीन्स डे टाइम में वो स्कूल में जाती है, फिर 3rd ग्रेड में है, और बाद में वो मम्मी डैडी संभालते हैं शाम के टाइम, या डे टाइम में तो स्कूल में रहती है. बोर्ड हो जाती है. स्कूल में भी बोलती है कि मैं बोर्ड हो जाती हूँ, बिकॉज टीचर एक ना एक ही बोल कर रहे हैं, तो मैं बोर्ड हो जाती हूँ, ऐसे बोलती है.
तो इसकी स्कूल के बाद क्या एक्टिविटीज है?
She has like a dancing program. She has all the music, also piano program. All the she's in activity for everything.
Yeah. She needs some relaxing time also, you know. It shouldn't just be doing. I saw कि पूरा time कुछ ना कुछ या तो उसे करवाया जा रहा है या तो वो कर रही है, तो उसको
कर रही है बहुत एक्टिव है.
Yeah, she is very active, which is great. लेकिन उसको थोड़ी free time की भी जरूरत है. Call privately भगवती, so that ये ज्यादा नहीं बढ़ जाए आदत, you know. ताकि call me privately बेटा 925-827-2033. Good luck बेटा. Talk to you later. Hare Ram.
To all the listeners who are tuned in to दिल की बात उषा जी के साथ, आप भी कॉल कर सकते हैं. If you have any question, the studio line number once again is 510-770-1550. यहाँ आप अभी कॉल कर सकते हैं क्विक क्वेश्चन के लिए, और आप अपना नाम और अपनी एज बताइए, इवन इफ यू आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चन फॉर समबडी एल्स. एंड अगर उषा जी से डायरेक्टली बात करना चाहते हैं आफ्टर द शो, देन द नंबर वुड बी 925-827-2033, or you can refer to the website for all the information regarding her. Website is by the name ushaji.org or ushaji.com, which is spelled as ushaji.org, ushaji.com. जी उषा जी.
Thank you. I know when you know, these are little things that kids will pick up as a habit. Sometimes they watch someone do it and they start doing it, or sometimes it's basically to pacify themselves. And I have clients who complain that their kids are like stroking their hair or pulling their own hair or something like that, but this is a response to something that is stressing them, and it could be because they're not able to express their feelings. I've noticed it in toddlers, you know, that they will start picking at their skin or, you know, biting their nails or things like that because they lack the words to express their feelings or their thoughts. And it's very concerning, of course, because you don't want it to become a negative habit and cause problems down the road. And so I'm glad that, you know, she reached out. She's a very sweet lady. I've never met her, but she follows me on Facebook, even though I'm not that active on Facebook, you know. But if I ever post something, she's the first one to like it, and I appreciate that, you know, she's very patient with me. But my pleasure to be here and to help. And as we come into the holiday season, you have to remember, kids will be getting time off. I mean, Vidika, you're a mom, you know that, right?
Yeah.
So, and many of you get really stressed out about it because you're managing, trying to fit in the work schedule, the kids are at home, you've got to make arrangements for that. So sometimes the holidays are a really stressful time for many people, and they're like, we only get that one day off, the kids are off the whole week, right? So make sure that you remember through it all, what a blessing. What a blessing that whatever time you have, you can spend with them. And let it be, and I'm always talking about play games with your kids, you know, spend some time with your kids. Spending time doesn't mean that everybody is looking at their phones or their iPads or their Chromebooks or whatever. That's not spending time. When you're mentally, not just physically present with each other in a room, but you're mentally present. I have clients and they go, no, I spend time with my kids. And I go, but psychically, I see that you're on your phone. हाँ मैं फोन को देख रहा था लेकिन बच्चों के साथ तो बैठा हुआ था. Then how are you emotionally and mentally present for the kids? The kids will notice. They will notice 100% if you're not having a conversation with them, or you're just like, you know, बाहर से हाँ मिला रहे हो या ना कर रहे हो, right? Without interacting. Communication is such a strong key to raising kids with a strong sense of self-esteem, confidence, because घर से ही मिलेगा. Remember that. You cannot tell your child, why aren't you confident? I get clients and they go, my child is not confident. School jata hai, sab kuch karta hai, he lacks confidence. I said, what are you doing at home? And they look at me like, what do you mean? School ja raha hai? You know, like he's going to school, like it's a teacher's job. No, the teacher's job is to teach, but your child's self-esteem, the child's confidence, the child having an understanding of themselves, who they are, they learn to argue, to understand what they are thinking, they absorb what the parents are thinking, because those are the people that will be influential for them, right? So, extremely important to have discussions age-related. Naturally, you can bring up, geopolitics or global warming with an 8-year-old, for example, right? But you can make them be aware of recycling and how nature recycles, and we need to be really on top of it, etc., etc. So lots of topics that you can talk with your kids and help them become very confident adults and having a strong sense of who they are, their self-worth, their self-esteem, and what they are developing into as young adults, what their likes and dislikes will be. They don't have to base it on what you like or you don't like, or your biases or your thoughts about things. Let them think for themselves and help them establish that. Very simple, by giving them choices, telling them, asking them what they would like for dinner, not just ke aaj ye paka hai, yehi khana hai, right? Having them pick that. Or if they have multiple kids, like Vedika, you have 2 kids, so one day one can pick, the other day the second one can pick, right? So it makes it even. It doesn't, and don't think if you have a daughter and a son, it's only the son who gets to pick, or the daughter needs to follow. Because many of my Indian clients, they still have a different way of treating the female child versus the male child, mothers included. So I'm like, you guys are in your 30s, you don't need to be like that. Ye hamari dadiyon ka kaam tha. My grandmother, not even me. I'm a dadi, I'm a nani. No, I don't think that way, And even when I have girls, but I bought them Tonka trucks, I bought them construction toys, because I didn't believe that, only the pink stuff is for the girls and the blue stuff is for the boys. I never believed in that, And so you have to think, in aajkal ke zamane mein, you have to be very gender neutral so that you can treat your kids with that equality that will help them reach to the best extreme limit. It should be limitless, right? But everybody has a limit to what they can achieve, but they should feel fearless in attempting to reach whichever level they want to reach.
Ushaji, we had a caller and she wanted to take the question off air. Her name is Swati and her age is 46. And she has misplaced some very important documents and she doesn't even remember when she last saw it. So
I can't answer like that. I need a house number and I also need to know how long ago it was.
So yeah, she doesn't even know when she last saw it. She thought it was always there and now when she needs it, she's not able to find it. But yeah, she didn't give the house number. So Swati, if you are listening and if you want to call us back, Ushaji will need your house number to locate the documents. Ji Ushaji.
Because I did see that in the last 10 she has moved, so I will need her house number to be absolute. So there's very little information I need when I kind of focus on someone, and since this is not even a person on the phone and it's coming through Vedika, so it's like a second person, so then I definitely need to know more information than just answering, because I never make an answer unless I know that I've asked the question correctly. So even when you call, my dear listeners, privately or here on air, I always ask you your name. I always ask you how old you are, and if you have a partner, the name and the age, and how long you've been together. Did she call back?
Yes, she did, and her house number is 44943.
44943, and how long has she lived there? Did she say that?
No, she said couple of years.
Yeah. So this was like 7, so it was in a different location. So for her to take, it's been a long time. I thought they were there, but she's already changed homes. so she's in a different location, you know. So therefore, she will have to call directly so that I can share what I saw in the old home, and because I saw it packed up and I saw it moved. So there we go. We got validation because she's only been in this house for a couple of years and she's claiming for a long time. She hasn't seen the papers. So
Yes.
absolutely, Swati, give me a call, 925-827-2033. And I understand be at work or something and you cannot come on air right now. But thank you. Thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for tuning into the show and being part of it.
There is another caller, Usha ji.
Anji.
Hello, you're on air with Usha ji.
Hi.
Hi there.
My name is Sujana. My name is Sujana. I just wanted to know.
Can you
Wait.
can you say that
What's
again?
your name?
Sujana.
Sujana.
Yes.
Sujana. Sujana?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
All right, I got it. And how old are you?
I'm 81 born, 1981.
No, I don't have a pen and paper. How old are you?
I'm 44.
44. All right, beta. What is your question?
I just wanted to know about my career regarding my job.
Are you working at the moment?
I recently lost my job.
Okay. How long were you at your job?
From past 13 years, I was in the same company.
Okay. And when did you lose your job, beta?
The first week of November.
First week of November. So it's been a couple of weeks that you've lost your job. Did you get laid off, or did the company reorg? What happened?
It was initially a company reorg and then a kind of layoff.
Okay. All right, beta. So you're looking for a new title and a new job. What was your previous title?
I was a staff.
I'm sorry?
I was a staff data engineer.
Staff data engineer. All right, beta. So let's see, how soon do I see you starting your job with a new company? And it shows it'll be a few months. So there's a bit of a wait, Sujana beta. So it's not happening right away. So take a deep breath and tighten your belt and get your fingers really busy. Apply for every position you see. Make sure that I'm sure that, you must have updated your resume and posted it out there. But I believe it's in 2026, and I do believe it comes with a 6. My prayer is that you get it in 6 days, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it in 6 weeks either, so it's probably in the coming 6 months. Good luck. Thank you for listening and calling in.
So Usha ji, we are just left with last 2 minutes in the show.
Minutes. Sorry, I started a few minutes late, my dear listeners, but I was having problems logging in, but we got it. So we are here, and I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. And of course, if you have any questions and you don't want to be here on air, on the radio with thousands of people listening, and you want it private, give me a call. Every session is private. I will not share who you are, when you call, what did you talk about to anyone. And make a list of your questions, then that way we can be direct to the point and you don't have to spend a lot of time with me. My fees are listed on my website. There are never any hidden charges, and I wish you all the best. So take care of yourselves. I will see you next week, and happy Thanksgiving, and same to you, Vidika. Have a wonderful holiday with your family.
Thank you so much, Usha ji. Thank you for being on air. Thank you for all your blessings and all your important reminders which you do keep giving us. So listeners, अगर आप बात करना चाहते हैं उषा जी से, as she mentioned, आप privately call कर सकते हैं उन्हें 925-827-2033 अपॉइंटमेंट ले सकते हैं, और उनकी वेबसाइट पे she has all the details about how to connect with her, how you can go ahead with the appointment and everything. ushaji.org, which is ushaji.org, and ushaji.com वेबसाइट है उनकी. ईमेल कर सकते हैं usha@ushaji.org. यहाँ पर if you have any question or if you have any particular thing to discuss, you can always email her. Facebook पे you can find her with Usha Ji, the name USHAJI, and you can follow her for more updates from her. Thanks again, Usha Ji. We'll talk to you.
Have a great week.